Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. My name is Christine. I will leave all my socials down below. Now today we will be reviewing the new MAC x Selena collection. So if you want to see how I got this look, what I think of the products, then keep watching. Okay guys, so starting off with this collection, of course I will have everything listed down below with pricing and everything, so you don't have to worry about that. But starting off, we're going to check out the MAC x Selena eyeshadow palette. This one is called the Me Siento Muy Excited. So this is the unicarton. Holographic, really cute. It has a rose here. In the back, of course, it has all the ingredients. And its net weight is 0.39 ounces, which is 11.2 grams. Now opening it up, this is the front of it. So it kind of looks like it's bedazzled, but it's flat. It's almost flat to the touch. You can still feel like a little bumpy, but it's mostly flat to the touch. And it says MAC Selena on the front. Now I think this is really cute because it's reminiscent of her bustiers, which, as you can see, it's shaped like a bustier. So I think it's really cute, really on brand for her. Opening it up, it has a mirror, which I feel like every eyeshadow palette should have, along with a little plastic thing here that says MAC Selena with a picture in the front, and one of these. And these are the colors. Now looking at this right away, the only thing I wish was that it had names for the individual eyeshadows. There's actually no names on here, but whatever. I definitely think the colors are very on brand when it comes to her. Now I do have my complexion products on already, only because I had it on to begin with. So to save time for this video, we're going to do it that way. You guys know normally I do my eyeshadow first before I do my complexion products, just because I hate the fallout and it mixing up with my foundation. And I tend to have dry under eyes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply some setting powder on the eye that we'll be working on first. Just because I have dry eyes, I've noticed this has been better for me. So if you're a person with dry eyes and you like applying your complexion products first before your eyeshadow, a good tip is to apply the setting powder on the eye that you are working on first, complete the eye, brush off the setting powder, and then apply the setting powder to the other eye and do the rest. I find this works a lot better for me. So I'm going to pull you guys closer. We're gonna do a little look, very simple, very cute, and we're gonna get started. So now that you guys are pulled in closer and I have the setting powder under my eye that we're gonna work on, we're gonna start off. And I do apologize if my skin looks a little dry. Since we've been in quarantine, my skin has just been acting up. So if it appears really dry on camera, it's because it is. And I did moisturize, but still didn't work to its potential. So what we're going to do is we're going to first dip into this camel color here. And I'm going to use a big fluffy brush. I just want to sweep this all over my crease, just to give it a base color. And I haven't used MAC shadows in a really long time. I used to be obsessed with MAC, especially growing up in high school when I was able to wear makeup and I got into it. I was obsessed with MAC. I still have basically almost all of their lipsticks. I am in love with their lipsticks and their lip liners. And you guys know I use their Dip Brow pomade. I'm a big fan of that. But the eyeshadow palettes, I don't know. Recently, they haven't really spoken to me. Of course, I was going to grab this because I am such a big fan of Selena. Growing up, I was obsessed with her. I listened to all of her songs. So I wanted to really check this out for myself. And I'm sure for you viewers out there, I'm sure there's a lot of Selena fans out there. I myself am Puerto Rican, mixed with a little bit of Sicilian from my mother's side. But she's Latina. So I was obsessed with her growing up. And it was her and the Barrio Boys I was like hooked on. So this color is applying really, really nicely. I'm not having any trouble whatsoever. The pigmentation, as you can see, is really, really great. I'm just trying to buff the edges a little bit more, but since my skin is a little on the dry side, it's giving me a little bit more of a trouble to work with. So I know it's not the eyeshadow itself. It is just my skin that's like not having it. I guess it's punishing me because I have not been giving it any sun because we've been under quarantine, but it is what it is. So that's the first base color. I think it's gorgeous. We're gonna move on. I wanna dip into this next color, almost like a medium brown. And what I'm doing is I am just concentrating it more a little bit above my crease, just to give the eye dimension with browns. This color, as you can see, is also pigmented. I'm not having any issues whatsoever, besides the fact that I have super dry lids right now, but you guys can see the pigmentation is there. What I really love is that literally I see no fallout here, so that's great. The kickback, just so you guys can see, excuse the little speckles here, that was my setting powder, but there is little to no kickback. So 2 pluses on that. What I think I'm gonna do, because my lids are super dry, and if you guys are having issues with blendability because you have dry eyelids as well, get a fluffy brush that is a little bit more tapered and a little more dense. And what you wanna do is just blend the 2 colors and fuse them together. This is a trick that I love doing. And you're basically just going in between the 2 colors with your brush, and it just helps diffuse that harsh line. And then I like to swirl it up just to allow for a more seamless blend. I think this color is gorgeous so far. We're gonna keep moving. I wanna dip into this beautiful chocolate brown here on the bottom. And what I'm doing is I'm going directly under the previous shade. I don't want to take it all the way to the front because I do want to keep the darkness on the outer perimeters of my eyes. So I'm going to concentrate more towards the tail ends and then lightly sweep, very, very lightly sweep it forward here, just so there's no disconnect. And then again, with this brush, I am going in between the 2 colors and just fusing them together. So far so good. Next, what I want to do is I really want to dip into that red shade in the palette. This one here. And I'm using a flat brush, and I just want to use it towards the tail end of my eye look. This color is gorgeous. Now this color, I'm noticing that if you want it really opaque, you have to really kind of build it up. Yes, it's pigmented, but it is not super opaque like I like it. So I'm just applying a few more layers on here. I just want to take a brush that doesn't have no eyeshadow on it and blend out the edges here on top, just so it fuses in with the browns. So far, that's really, really pretty. Next, I want to try this pink shade here. And I'm using it towards the front half of my eye look. This color applied seamlessly. Look at that, really quickly, very seamlessly. And again, I'm going to use the brush that I used to blend the other one and just make sure there's no harsh lines up on top. I think that is really, really gorgeous so far. So I want to make this tail end a little more sharp. Now, a trick to do that is get a blender or a beauty sponge, whatever you want to call it, that has a flat area here. Now this one is a Morphe X Jeffree Star sponge. Now you want to take your setting powder, dip it into that flat little edge there, and just carve out a little line there. See how that looks more sharp? Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna leave it on there to set a little bit, and then later we'll brush it away. So continuing, I wanna take that bone color here, and what I wanna do is I wanna use it to really accentuate my brow bone. Now, for some reason, it looks darker on me than it does on the pan. Yeah, as you can see, it reads a little darker than it does on the pan. And finally, I want to take this shade here, which is like that pink, gold, iridescent, and put it in my inner corner. Ooh, I love this color. Oh, this color is gorgeous. Now, as you can see, there's a little bit of fallout on here. That's normal with glitters or any type of chromy colors. What you can do is get some setting spray, spray your brush, dip back into the color, and just pat. Okay, so what I'm going to do off of camera is I'm going to wipe off this setting powder, apply makeup on the other eye, and then we will be right back. Okay, so we are back with both eyes done, and I didn't show you, but you see after I brushed away that little setting powder that I applied here to sharpen the line, see it gives it a more cleaner look, so I just wanted to show you that. And if you are not new to this channel, you guys know I try to use basically all the eyeshadows that are in the palette, or for the most part, most of them. So I really want to dip into the last color that I didn't try, which was this shade here. I'm going to just sweep that on my bottom lash line. This color is gorgeous. I can see someone using this shade all over their lid as a bronze look. So I want to use something for my waterline. What I am going to use, this is the Fenty Beauty Fly Pencil in the shade Cherry Punk. And I'm just going to use it for my waterline. And then for mascara, I'm just going to use some Too Faced Damn Girl mascara. Okay, so now that that is complete, next we have the MAC Selena. This is the Extra Dimension Skin Finish. Of course, in the same unicorn theme. Opening it up, it has that same bustier bedazzled look. Again, it has a little plastic with her face on it. And this is what it looks like. I think this is gorgeous. This is called La Leyenda. It definitely reminds me of like Como la Flor kind of feel. I think it's gorgeous. It has a mirror, which I love. I'm gonna grab a fluffy brush. I love that you can swivel in with your brush and it doesn't mess up the design. This is very pretty. It's a little tamed for me because you guys know I'm a sucker for a blinding highlight, but I could definitely see myself using this again, especially when I have a tan and I want to go for something more, a highlighter more tamed. It melts on the skin, which is really nice. It doesn't look ashy at all. If you wanted it more blinding, you can definitely apply layers, which is what I'm doing. But I think that's really gorgeous. Okay, so next, we have some liners here. These are, let's see, lip pencils. I have Selenaville and I have Entre a mi Mundo. The red one is Selenaville and the brown shade is Entre a mi Mundo. Really gorgeous. So here I have 3 lipsticks. I have one retro matte liquid lip color, which is like a liquid lipstick. And then we have 3 lip glosses, which are obviously lip glosses. So again, all the unicorns have the same iridescent theme. I'm opening up a lipstick first. It looks like a little bullet and it's chrome and black. This shade is Queen of Cumbia. The next one is Inolvidable. And I'm swatching them all in my hand so you guys can see. I will show you guys after. And the final lipstick that I have here is called Selena Vive. So these are the shades. Here is the Retro Matte Liquid Lip Color. This is in the shade Beso, and it's a gorgeous pink. Ooh, I love this. This is Beso up here. And then for the lip glosses, which are basically lip glosses, we have Hate That Pizza, which is a gorgeous, almost caramel glitter iridescent lip gloss. The second one is the Washing Machine, which is a pearlized shift, which is really gorgeous. And then the final is Bidi Bidi Bum Bum, which is a beautiful light pink. And this is the glosses. So these are all the shades here. We have the lip liners. We have the lipsticks, these three here. We have the liquid lipstick, and then the three glosses. So of course I'm going to apply one. I'm thinking I'm going to use, they're all gorgeous. I mean, I'm gonna apply the Selenaville lip pencil. Now if you haven't tried MAC's lip pencils before, I am obsessed with the lip pencils. I love the pigmentation that it gives out. I also love a pencil that doesn't break off that easy, and MAC is really good with that. So I really want to try the liquid lipstick only because I'm familiar with their cream lipsticks and I think they're amazing and they work out fine, and I definitely recommend them. So I'm going to try this one. This was in the shade Beso. Okay, so now that we have completed the look, I've tried out everything that I have in this line. I think there is only like 1 or 2 items I did not get to purchase from this line, and that was because it was completely sold out. But I think it was like 1 lipstick and maybe 1 liquid lipstick, I'm not sure. But for the most part, I got most of the collection. Now, what do I think of the products? Let's start with the eyeshadow palette. The eyeshadow palette, I think it's gorgeous. I love the fact that it has a mirror. All the colors are really, really pigmented. I didn't have no fallout, so I really didn't need any setting powder to put here on my cheeks to catch any fallout. That's a major plus for me. So there was no fallout, very minimal kickback, which was really awesome. For the red shade, which was this one here, if you want to use it more pigmented, I would say use a flat brush and apply it in packing motions. For these 2 shimmer dual chromey shades, I would say if you want it more intense, do the application that I recommended with the setting spray, setting your brush, spraying your brush, and then applying it. It'll also help with minimal fallout, which is awesome. I think all the colors here are gorgeous. This bone shade seemed to apply just a tiny bit darker on my lids than it looks on the pan, but it's still a gorgeous shade. I love this shade for your brow bone. I had no complaints whatsoever, besides the fact that I would have loved to have their individual name shades on here. Other than that, I think it's a really beautiful eyeshadow palette. In terms of the highlighter is gorgeous. I love the detail of the rose. It's very subtle for me because you guys know I am intense. I love a full face makeup. I go ham. But I think this is really, really gorgeous for my no makeup look. So I will definitely be using this again. In terms of the lipsticks, I mean, you guys can see they are gorgeous. I've never had a complaint with MAC lipsticks. I think they are super luxe when it comes to their pigmentation and the way they feel. They're super creamy. They last throughout the day, so I would definitely recommend these as well. The lip pencils, I've always been a fan of the MAC lip pencils, so of course I am going to love these. I love the colors. I think they're gorgeous. No complaints there. And the lip glosses. The lip glosses, I think they're gorgeous. They are a little on the sticky side because I've used their lip glosses before, but I love them. It's not something where it's overly sticky, but just like any other lip gloss, it's gonna have a little stick to it. So that's just something to keep in mind. And the liquid lipstick, I love. It dried down really, really nicely. I'm obsessed with the color. I think it's gorgeous. It's so on brand for her. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. And if you enjoyed this video, please give this video a big thumbs up. It helps me realize what you guys want to see for future videos. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I would love to have you here. We post a lot of makeup reviews here. With that being said, I hope everyone is safe at home, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.